guys, welcome back to another episode. Today we're here with Carly from Custom Importz. We're just going to run through a bit about the shop, what they do here, the sort of builds that they do, and a bit later on we'll show you Carly's car that, get this, someone with a vagina actually drives, and drives well. It's ridiculous. So, Carly, tell us a bit about Custom Importz.
So we specialise in high-performance Japanese vehicles, and we also do Euro tuning.
Yeah, now the Euro tuning's a recent thing, right?
Yeah, so recently we definitely found a market that people in SA couldn't find a place that has full custom live flash tuning done on a dyno.
Yeah.
So they get a before result and an after result.
And what sort of interest have you had from the Euro community?
Yeah, so a lot of Audis lately as well. So it's not just to the Euros, but it's just another section that we've found that, you know, need a bit of help. So we saw the market there to help. Can
I point out, and correct me if I'm wrong, but one of the cars you tuned here in Adelaide's very own roll racing finished second after...
No, actually came third.
After all the work,
yes,
and that was up against what, a couple of hundred cars?
1,100. So it was a couple hundred cars. The two cars that won were two R32 GTRs that were apparently 1,000 horsepower or more. So it came third. It was the only TTRS in SA, and we were the only ones to tune one in the first one in Australia as well.
Wow. So where we're sitting now is the shop. What sort of stuff do you guys supply around Australia? Or do you do international? Or
Yeah,
is it just...
yeah, all international as well,
there you
all
go.
around the world. We just
if you're watching this from anywhere, we can send coronavirus free stuff. Not free coronavirus. We'll send coronavirus free stuff to you. Anti-coronavirus. Everything's sprayed with Glen 20. So what sort of stuff do you do?
So we're a master dealer for Link ECUs. So that's probably one of the biggest ones we do send around. Also for Turbo Smart, we're the SA wholesaler for them. Hard Race, Nitto Performance, and also Aim Dashes. 3A Racing Solutions, all their products as well. So it's all custom made 3D printing. So you can go buy like an AIM dash, and then we can also offer you the dash cluster to mount in your car, so it all mounts up.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so you don't have to muck around making mounts for your AIM dash to fit. Cool. So we can suit any car for that as well.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
And I noticed you got a bit of merch and stuff too around the place that people can buy.
Yeah, so obviously we've got our own merch. We do supply all the hard race, hard tune merch, sorry. We do have hard race arms in stock, and we supply them too, which we can also engineer.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, that brings me to another point. So for those who don't know, South Australia's police... Carly gets on well with the police, so... For South Australia's police can be difficult at the best of times when it comes to the car modification scene, but they also help keep Carly in business in this way, because Carly can engineer your car out of trouble. Isn't that right?
We've spent the last 12 years now actually working with Transport SA to be able to, you know, get to the modifications that we can engineer and do all the hard work in the background to, you know, do all your strength testing, to do all these adjustable arms, do all your profit measurements for all your coilovers, brake testing, lane change testing, you know, to be able to engineer, you know, a 300 kilowatt car. We're actually doing a 1,000 horsepower VE Ute at the moment.
Wow.
Something different that's usually a bit out of our interest range, I guess you can call it, but it was really cool how it was all built. So that's going to be an interesting one to do. And
so you can pretty well engineer anything.
Pretty to a certain extent, but so far, even just the last couple of years, we've made a massive difference in the car scene. So a lot of people, as soon as they got defected, would, you know, their car wouldn't be on a street car anymore, so they would either give up, turn it into a track car, or just strip it out for money, and that's the only way they could get money back on their car as well. So I think we have saved a lot of imports from being wrecked.
That's good.
And more people now, in the price in the last few years, I think has come down.
And one of the other really cool things that I like to point out, I mean, everybody knows how hard it is to have a business at the moment in the current environment, but just how hard it is in Australia in general to start a small business and make it grow to what you have. So tell us a bit about where you guys started and how you got to this.
Yeah. So to be honest, we didn't even plan to have a business in it to start. You know, we're just young and, you know, we loved working on cars. I started building my car when I was 17. I basically just, it was our own passion, I guess, that got us here, because we didn't plan, like we didn't go to the bank and go, oh, we're going to go open up a workshop and we're going to go do this or do that. None of that was planned at all. We got a shed for ourselves. You know, my husband was a qualified mechanic before I even met him. When we met, I didn't even know he was a qualified mechanic. He didn't tell me anything. Actually, it's a whole nother story. I won't get into that later. Until later. So we got a shed, worked on our own cars, and then people just liked what we did, and people started asking us to do their cars. And yeah, so it's been, you know, a long time since.
Because you've done a bit of workshop hopping too, haven't you? And it hasn't always been easy.
I don't think it's too bad. Like, this is, you know, a few years ago we did lose everything, where we had a customer's car go up in flames. Obviously, you know, you can't control if a car comes in, and obviously if it's something we haven't touched or anything, we don't know, you know, the home jobs.
Yeah.
That have, you know, if someone's tinkered on their own car at home.
Which I would never do to you, by the way.
Thanks. You know,
I'll show
I guess,
you the terrible wreck that I brought here shortly.
So I guess that's just was out of our control. And so we lost absolutely everything.
Yeah.
And we had to start again.
Recently, you were driving at the Royal Show, right? Drifting around.
Yeah,
program.
so I got a gig up at ECA, which is actually the Queensland Royal Show. It's the biggest show in Australia. I was part of like an act as a police officer, drifting in front of 30,000 people a night. And
did the police teach you how to drift? Do they do that?
No, you know that.
Just around.
No, it was
cage.
I even got given. It wasn't even manual as well. It was auto. Like, I got given a V6 auto, like a typical SA cop car.
Yeah.
Yeah, like no power at all, nothing. It was just, yeah.
Okay.
Stock as
and
a
you
rock.
still managed to.
Yeah, handbrake keys, everything.
I look forward to watching you do it in the front wheel drive Omegas. That's right. So what we'll probably do now is maybe take a look in the workshop and have a look at your car.
Yeah.
And I'll show them the hunk of junk that was my car that you guys have saved thus far. Anyway, we're going to get on the dyno soon, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. So
she's not promising anything. Fun fact, the keys are stuck in the ignition. don't tell Carly. So this is my Z Haze. I brought it in about 3 months ago, I want to say. Yeah, thereabouts. For spark plugs that were stuffed on it because it was running hell rough and not coming on boost. It is turbo. And do you want to tell them what you actually found wrong with my car?
well, where do we start? The car was misfiring badly. We actually found that you know, there's a lot of oil sitting in the exhaust. We traced that back to the turbo leaking out when the car was stopped. Traced that back to the scavenger pump. Tested the scavenger pump. It's not pumping where it's all sucking the oil out of the turbo. So we first...
Sounds like my wife. No, joking. Anyway. Continue.
Did you just call your wife a scavenger? Oh, wow.
This is the voice of Tom who won't come on camera.
Alright.
Come in the car.
Okay,
Quick
so
story.
Wow.
oil coming out of the exhaust. We've traced that back to the scavenger pump not working. Replaced the scavenger pump. And then obviously we found then there was no swirl pot actually installed to the turbo. So we had to take the turbo
That reminds me, I'm out of pot.
How am I meant to do this seriously?
Keep going.
Realised the center pump wasn't working, so we replaced that. Then also found there was no swap pot actually installed into the car as well. We then took the turbo off and actually found the rear housing core was actually completely demolished. Everything was demolished. So which meant, you know, replacing the core and the turbo, which was a bit of another costly item. So we've put everything together, used all the speed flow fittings, fixed it all. We had to probably take out the exhaust a couple of times to give out probably a day worth of cleaning.
How much oil do you reckon came out in litres? Probably like half a litre?
I don't know, it's been sitting there for a long time, like probably 5 litres.
I drove this thing down the expressway after picking it up to get it wrapped, and it brought the expressway to a halt because nobody could see anything behind them. It was just burning that much oil and smoke pissing out the rear.
It sits like up. It's not like nice and flat where the oil can just go. So it actually would be sitting probably this amount in there full of oil at the back. So it's just burning all that.
I suspect that that's still the case. I then decided that, well, with talking to them about best options for tuning, because they're going to do all the work on the car, so Hayes will pretty well live here in between track sessions. So it's, I spoke to them about what ECU would be best, because we'll show you guys the dyno setup as well that they've got here that Carly was mentioning earlier. So yeah, I spoke to them about what ECU would be best, and we went with the Link G4.
So it's a plug and play for the 350Z. I believe it's an Extreme, Tom? Yep, an Extreme Link. So we've also adding a wideband, so all the safeties, especially because you're putting it on track, safety especially is our #1 priority, especially with something like this that and initially it's not made to have a turbo on it. And so you've got the Link to actually keep all the safeties, because the factory 350Z ECUs, they're flashable and tunable, but they haven't got to they're very limited where you can't put your safeties on, and you can't run your wideband, you can't do your oil pressure sensors, your fuel temp sensors, like just nothing. You're just relying on something that is just pretty much just a half-fast. It's okay for a street car, but not something that's going to go on track and needs the safety. So
more importantly is that I'm a bit of a clout king on Instagram, and I want flames popping out the back of my shit. So they reckon they can do that for me. If you can see it through the smoke, that'll be even better, but we'll give it a crack.
I saw flames coming out today.
I know, and it's not supposed to yet, so that's good. You guys will get to see this perhaps on the dyno, or at least on the street.
Why don't we open the door more so you can
Lock it and pop it.
Wow, man, really? Not do that anymore. Mate, we're going.
Was the whole purpose behind building a car this fast so you could outrun coronavirus?
Yes.
Because technically, gapping people on the street is a form of social distancing.
Yes.
That's exactly what I'm going to say to the police when they pull me over.
It is a form of social distancing.
And the reason it glows in the dark under friction is because when we go that fast, it actually glows.
Oh, correct.
People know what's up.
That's right. That's how
can
you
see
know
us
you've reached maximum velocity to outrun coronavirus.
As soon as the glow starts,
I'm from not yet. I'm from a medical background, so
you there?
you have to believe that.
Are you there?
That's not legal advice.
That's-
That's not legal.
But you like
Matt,
fine.
this is what we need.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was saying.
He touched it. He touched it.
Just the tip.
Where am I?
No, you like head tilt. Like that?
There we go.
Where do you want me?
Well,
Ben's like all the behind the scenes shit. Nothing gets away. And he's portable.
get in the engine bay.
How's that?
Lay in the motor.
Yeah, I was going to say,
It's
like,
hot, isn't it?
well, yeah, that's what you'd want, wouldn't it? Warmth.
Get in the engine bay, you told me to!
I'll close the thing and she'll pop out of there. Skids! Skids!
I'm definitely gonna sit on something hot right now. I'm stuck! I'm stuck in an engine bay!
Oh, that's That's it.
Who is it?
So that's what mine sounds like now.
Is it?
Oh fuck yeah, man.
So good.
Actually, I'm thinking of coming down. Well, if I'm going to come down in May, because Joe's getting married, we're going to look at driving the clubby down.
Oh, brilliant.
That did look like a big sweater.
Do it, because we'll do a shoot with that.
Yeah.
And no, you've committed to this now.
Kelly, please don't break the injector plug.
It's too late. She's committed.
I'm not leaning on any.
You're leaning on things that you're not meant to be leaning on.
Well, if you break anything.
I'm on the
This is for
hyper.
insurance, right?
Yeah.
I paid good money for this hypertune manifold. It's
know.
meant to. It takes it to bill it. It's got a damn hold of my weight.
You should hold
Danger,
her away.
danger to manifold.
I mean, danger to
That's the thumbnail.
I need to like.
No, you're committed. This is how the interview's happening. I'm going to finish it by
I'm
closing the
literally.
bonnet. And he's just like...
Literally, all I'm thinking about is those things that you watch on TV where the guys really love their cars, like they like really love them.
I was like, bitch, get off my RB26. Bitch, I'm trying to look at the engine. Get off.
What are we talking about? I meant the dude that sticks his dick in the exhaust pipe because he loves it that much.
I didn't know we were allowed to do that.
I'm talking about.
That's how
I'm talking about
coronavirus started.
Instagram.
Oh yeah, there's people that are like, get off the car, get her off the car. Oh, those people. You know, like there's a chick sitting on the bonnet of the or on the boot of her own car, and people are like, oh, get the chick out of the way. The fucking chick's in the way. Like it's my car. I do what I want. They're like, oh, is it your car? Oh.
Yeah. Oh hi, fanboy now.
In the title it says owner at Carly Bell.
Yeah.
Dicks.
Yeah, it's like if I want to sit in my car, I sit in my car.
Yeah, I want to
If
break
she wants to sit in an engine bay, she sit in an engine bay. She wants to break shit, I'm
I'll
gonna
sit
fix
on my 26. I'll use my turbo as a warm pillow. I will.
If you break anything, you're fixing it, not me, okay? And this is on camera, and it's recorded. Please get your arms off the coil plugs. Get your arms off the injectors, honestly.
That PVC piping's holding up amazing.
It's only super clean, isn't it?
Alright, I'll move.
Come on, let me get this interview out of the way. Let's go.
Oh, come on.
It's much easier to get in than to get out.
On my shoulder. Put your arm. Put your arm.
My titties is hard. My headlights underneath my
Hold her
feet.
feet, hold her. Ready? God, she weighs nothing.
It's like that empty carton of milk.
She's up there again. Hello, MFS. Yeah, it happened again.
Oh, Carly, yeah. Alright, we got the ladder.
Alright, let's do it. Okay.
What
come in.
ladder?
Don't climb in your engine bay.
3 hours later.
So we're back with the Custom Importz build car, the 32.4, affectionately known as Kushi. Now this car's been around for a number of years. Do you want to tell us about how it started?
So it started 12 years ago. I bought just a stock standard R32 and stripped the whole thing down to an absolute bare shell. I wanted to start fresh. And I ordered the RB26 with the running gear from Japan, and that was fun to get to Adelaide. It took a while, but
So tell us about the paint for one thing, because it's an eye-catching colour. So what's special about this that most people wouldn't have seen before?
so it's a 1960s Porsche mint green, which has slightly been modified. Also, it's the first car that has been painted in the DNA paint glow in the dark, to a whole car to be done instead of just bits and pieces.
Wow.
So it was just recently revealed at World Time Attack 2019, and yeah, I haven't been able to have too much chance glow it, but you know, we've seen it tonight, and it's probably the first time I've done it in a while. But
Yeah, it looks pretty wild. The other really cool thing, and probably my favourite thing about this entire car, is the engine, because as far as I'm concerned, the engine bay is artwork. So can you tell us a little bit about what's going on to make it look as good as it does?
so I put the RB26 with all RB26 running gear about 10 years ago. Obviously, over the time, wear and tear in an engine had a bottom end spin, so little knock. So which obviously forced me to do a complete Nino Forge build. So a lot of companies found that I was doing a massive build because the car being so known as the BR conversion kit, It's been a pretty well-known car the last 12 years. I was very fortunate to have a lot of brands jump on board because we're dealers and we do sell all the products that is in my car. Starting with Nitto, taking care of all the internals of the engine. Hypertune, doing the intake and turbo manifold. Garrett with the GTX 3582R turbo. Bosch Motorsport supplying 3 of the 540 electric fuel pumps, which are brand new that just recently came out. So PWR, they've supplied with a radiator. Got Vulcan from Racing and Fabrication. He obviously did all the intake, all the fabrication work for it. Also had Dan from TC Fabrication do the header tank, and all the rest of all the custom work and everything also was done by Custom Importz. Also, another one was BPP. I supplied a fuel rail, it's a billet fuel rail, and also the R35 conversion coil pack adapter.
It's
There's a lot in there for me to remember.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, one of the best things about it too is the fact that there is almost no visible wiring to be seen. I mean, it's easily one of the tidiest engine bays I've ever seen.
Yeah. So the car's had a full race rewire, also done by us in-house. We have our Caleb who works for us. Obviously at Custom Importz.
And what's powering us? What ECU are you using?
So I'm running a Link ECU. So one of the best ECUs you can get is the Thunder. So it's the most versatile ECU they actually offer, with the inbuilt wideband and everything's inbuilt into it.
Is that what you would recommend for somebody who wants performance on street and track?
Probably the biggest build you can buy is the most safety and most amount of safety features. Any features really want extra outputs. Thunder's definitely the way to go. You can't go wrong with the Thunder, and it's gonna last you the next 10 to 20 years with technology.
So if people want to know more about that, they can inquire through your email.
Yeah. So we're a master dealer for Link ECUs as well.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah.
And a really cool feature is the dash as well.
Yeah. So we got the AIM dash. Has all the little cool features about it. Also does the GPS tracking when you're on track, so you can jump on track and it traces the map out for you. What's another good feature is having the 3A Racing solutions, as I mentioned before, nicely fitted into the S15 dash because I've got an S15 interior conversion in the R32.
Wow. And I did hear as well that it's possible to plug your cameras as well into your dash, so you've got track footage.
Yeah, you can do that. Also, the AIM dash talks to the Link. The Link controls all the dash as well. So they integrate to each other as well.
That's really cool.
So it's limitless what Link can offer you, and it's just insane.
Yeah, wow. And I know it's not tuned yet, but any idea on?
Because it's still a street car, and I'm sticking to hoping around 400 kilowatts at the rear wheels, maybe a bit higher. You know, you always chase more and more power once you get used to it, but I'll be happy with that. It's just a good streeter.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah.
Full of chocolate, jam my feet on.
I'll advertise it for you, Heath.
I'm the light guy. This is really
When
good.
it's
You're
time.
really good at it.
He's the most valuable player.
He's the worst. He's the worst.
What do you mean? Look at your face. It's
You
beautiful.
guys can ask any questions if you like, anyway. So
Ask
these
any
are-
questions?
Ask
this is
any
the fuel-
question.
Ask.
I said
Ask any questions.
You don't see Ben's
Why am I
Ben,
double
show you.
parked?
Don't I say it's because you'll blind you.
This is Ben from High Exposure Media. He's all the way down from
Oh,
She ruined it.
ruined it.
You ruined it.
What? Explosive.
You said exposure.
Sorry, explosive media. I thought I said. I was saying the right thing at one point. I'm sorry.
You're gonna plug everyone's channels here, otherwise.
This is Tom, the light
No,
guy.
not me. Like them. I
That's
don't
the
do
light guy,
anything.
Tom.
I'm not like
doing
that.
another filming.
You're welcome.
Listen here, all right, back off, all right?
So check out. Oh fuck! I ruined your drift missile.
Yeah, look at that trick. Broke it, mate.
Fucking ruined it.
Yeah, look, he broke it.
It's active arrow now. It moves by itself.
To watch like a bunch of bogans doing crazy shit, check out the YouTube channel Hanko Tekina. It'll go.
Hanko what?
Tekina. It means rebellious in Japanese because
Hanko, can you spell that out?
Hanko.
Is this already? You've got Instagram?
Have we? Yes. Matt's nodding. No, maybe.
No, you got it in
We don't
Instagram.
know.
I saw it.
We're not that
I saw
organised.
it.
We drink beers and film stupid shit, so we don't know. But
Not a
check it
Cooper's
out.
plug.
It'll go up on Custom Importz when it's ready, and you
Yeah,
can see
it
it
will.
there.
Sorry, Ben. Ryan Turner said rather see Carly's ass.
Well,
Well, you've got to talk to the husband about that one.
Arguing. All right, you guys. That's a wrap up for another episode. Thank you, Carly, for having us at Custom Importz. It's been brilliant. And as always, like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.